Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Shannon Sharpe asks Cam Newton, who's going to win a Super Bowl first? Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and company. Look, I like this episode, right? Cam, I thought it was something that should have been done a while ago. Cam Newton has caught so much flack online. And I've always said, how can somebody that has done some of the hardest things to do in professional sports single-handedly catch so much flack for even words that he would say? And his accomplishments are always overshadowed. Like they're poo-pooed on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the clip, right, of what he said, and then we're going to break it down, all right? And mind you, this is on Club Shay Shay. This is an actual interview between Shannon Sharpe and him and Cameron Newton. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
I think wins the Super Bowl first. Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. Lamar. What happened this year? Because it seemed like everything was perfect. They had home field throughout. They were clearly, from about week 9 on, the best team in the NFL, and it wasn't close. You look at the team that they beat Miami by God knows how much. They did a demolition job on the 49ers. They blew the doors off Seattle. All the teams that made the playoffs or that was playoff potentials, they just didn't skate by them. They ramshackled.
I just want to point out, too, the reason why he said week 9, and I laugh at that, is because he was picking multiple teams over Baltimore. Baltimore wasn't even in his top 5. Then they'd be like, oh, they should have won everything. They have no excuses. But we'll continue.
And then this moment, AFC Championship game on your home field, and everybody knows Lamar Jackson is going to be the MVP. Right. The only question is it going to be unanimous again?
Yeah. I think one thing that Lamar and the Ravens organization just has to figure out is how to win the ugly games. It's one of those situations, like, sometimes when I look at Lamar, it's like, bro, you just stop thinking. And it's easy for a guy with that much talent to think, it's so many, like, as a chef, you can prepare this meal in so many different ways, but everybody know your signature is smoked. Man, smoke this motherfucker and get on about your day. You got to win. Find a way to win the ugly games. Right. And we can talk about the other stuff later. Patrick Mahomes has found a way to do that. Right. I don't care what we need to do, or we could talk about all this other, them drop balls. We can worry about all that shit after the end of the game. Let's find a way to win. Travis Kelce, man, we're going to find a way to fucking win.
All right, I might play no more because this man's swearing a lot. But did you hear what he said? Did you hear what Cameron Newton said? Super Bowl, went to Super Bowl quarterback, MVP of the NFL, of the league, Cameron Newton. That guy led the league in total touchdowns, Cam Newton, Superman. He said that they have to learn how to win the ugly game. The game where it doesn't matter how you do it, you just do it. And you know what the crazy thing is? And I've been telling everybody this, take Lamar Jackson out of it, right? The problems that the Ravens have had for season after season after season, regardless who's played quarterback, regardless who the offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators seem to be, those problems still surface. That means there's another problem with somebody else, and you know exactly where I'm going with this. The same argument can be made towards that you can make on Harbaugh can be made on Shanahan. Because every time they say when he goes in the fourth quarter down, he coaches tight. He coaches different. He calls the plays different. He goes away from certain things. He doesn't do the things that got him there. And if he does do the things that got it there, he won't take the easy, you know what, that's just the right answer. Just do that and win. that's been John Harbaugh in a nutshell. And for all of, and think about it, this, even though a lot of people have been saying, oh, this game is rigged, Lamar should have played better. The receivers didn't show up. O-line didn't show up. Defense could have played better. Do you know that nobody's talking about Harbaugh like at all? And I wonder why. You don't hear his name come up like that. Very rarely. It's like you hear it and then they're done. Every other thing about John Harbaugh was positive. Oh, they have such a great coach. Stability. He's able to do everything. Even though we don't know what he does with everything. Tell me I'm lying. The Ravens, see, and you know what? I blame as much as, and look, Lamar's not perfect. He is not. I've said this before, a lot of times, because of what's been heaped on his plate, there's times when you're like, man, Lamar could just run. But Lamar is in a weird conundrum that if he's danged if he do, danged if he don't. If Lamar runs, gains it, he's a running back. If he sits back, throws it, the team carried him. There's no real winning situation for him. And a lot of times now that people were saying, stay in the pocket, now everyone's screaming, run. And the crazy thing I tried to tell everybody was that was his, like you have to understand, Lamar's a top 5, top 6 passer in the NFL. Just as we're talking about passing, his ability to make all the throws, put zip on the ball, fit it into tight windows. He's like top 6. Easy. The statistics back up my statement. You understand? So it's like the Justice League, right? I'll give you a perfect example. There's like 20 people, or there's at least 6 people on the Justice League with super strength, right? Not everybody has super strength, but at least 6 people in the Justice League got super strength, and they're heroes because of it. They're heroes. But not everybody can fly. You know what I mean? It's a difference to say, oh, I got super strength. It's another thing to say I got super strength and I can fly. Or I got super strength and I got super speed on top of it. You understand where I'm coming from? That's Lamar. And the media and even the fan base has tried to break him into being only one way. That quarterback can only be played one way. And if you don't play it that one way, you can't win. Superman wasn't meant to walk everywhere, bro. There's a reason this man has an S on his chest. He's not Batman. He don't got to swing everywhere. He don't have to have multiple billion-dollar bank account, getting all these cars and gadgets. Batman has to have those things. You understand where I'm coming from? And Batman's one of the greatest superheroes of all time. But he ain't Superman. He's not Kryptonian. And when Superman's eyes turn red, well, guess what? He about to paint the turn red. That's what he is. That's what Lamar is. And people kept saying, no, do not fly. You have to do it just like how every human being does it. No, he doesn't have to. He's superhuman. There's different ways I'll skill the cat. And Lamar's one of the few people that has the ability to do that. Who do I think is going to win? First, of course, I think it's Lamar. Will he get the respect that he needed? It doesn't matter if he does. Because at the end of the day, when history has to be told, you're looking at a 2-time MVP at the least and a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And no matter which way you dice, duck, and dodge it, right? You have to admit that fact. You have to. No matter how much you hate it. And that's why I can't wait for this year. Because, listen, I honestly think when Lamar gets to the point, because I think he already is somewhat there, but when he fully gets to that point to where it's just like, I don't care what none of you think. This game, I'm running for 200 yards. Try to stop me. This game, I'm passing for 300 yards. Try to stop me. This game, I'm going for 200. Try to stop it. 150. Try to stop it. 500 passing yards, only 1 rushing a yard. Try to stop it. I can't. When he gets to that, bro. Bro, gonna have me singing out here, boy. Woo! I'm telling y'all. Y'all watch. And I think this is going to be the year. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Thinking that he'll be the first one out of that pool to win? Or do you think that the things that are holding him back, like a John Harbaugh, are too big of obstacles for him to overcome? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? But as always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you haven't done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nectar, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.